Alright, mic check. Audio looking good. Camera online. And game online. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Muckluck Streams with your self-proclaimed charming yet still humble host, Muckluck. Going to be diving right back into Grim Dawn. Going to do a warm-up with the Crucible. We barely hit level 100 in the Crucible last night. And I want to see how far we can get. Use it kind of like a warm-up. Going to push to see how far we can go. And then once we get to either the next save point, which I think is wave 150, or we die and have to cash out by force, after that we'll continue pushing the campaign in elite difficulty. And we found out the other day that when you open the Crucible, it can be a slightly different map, and what we see here is a slightly different map. This is not the Crucible map that we experienced the last 2 times. So, I think we got the whole gang summoned. Let's get to it. Alright, I want to... What is this? I think you can do better? So raise the stakes allows me to start at wave 100. That's... What is this? Sure, but I bet you can do better? What makes you think you can handle my worst? I'll unseal another portal, and you'll get another cache of treasures if you live. Oh, so this makes it even harder. Okay, never mind. Let's beat it the waves normally before we start adding more monsters to the mix. Alright, start on wave 100. Here we go, friends. And we got 3 debuffs. Minus elemental resistance, minus bleeding. Whoa, no time to read it, no time to read it. Oh, potion, had half health. Alright, minus bleed, minus health regeneration, okay. Whoa, dodge that, dodge that, dodge that. Do not want to get hit by the chthonic mortars. Yo, these things have a lot of health. Well, the timer is very forgiving now. I kind of was worried I was about to fail the timer because of how long it's taking me to kill these, but I have like a whole minute and a half remaining. Whoa. Those guys are charging friends. Oh my gosh, these are fast. Alright, resummon skeletons. Curse, 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 slow this stuff down. Ow! Get out of the ether fire. Ooh! Oh, we're already seeing bosses on wave 104. Anasteria, Harbinger of the North. Alright, she's dead. The Amalgamation. Oh, I remember you. I'm surprised he was weaker than Anasteria. Ungoliax? We just killed him a little while ago. I'm surprised of those 3 that Anasteria was the toughest one. Rudinidoth the Frozen. Ow, he froze me solid with his last attack. Not cool. Valvadar the Bloodthirsty, pop him. It's a little easier when they have different movement speeds, because you have like time alone with one named guy before the others get to you. Just lost Kyle and 6 skeletons. Not sure to what. Alright, Kyle's back up. Skeleton count back up to 8 out of 9. Two named guys from the southeast. Drop those. Focus on the northeast now. Curse the northwest. Resummon. Skeleton count back to maximum. Almost feels like I'm playing an RTS here.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, Kaiman's chosen. That was just a laggy one. Alright, come on, who's gonna get here first? Lagathak, the Harbinger of Blood. Harbingers all explode when they die, if memory serves, so this could hurt. Ow. Sinal Thandus. Oh, get out of that, get out of that. Gutworm. I don't care how strong or weak they are, the guys that charge scare me. Oh, orange name. Nemesis boss. Oh, come on. Woo! Who did we lose? We lost Harry. Resummon Harry. Skeleton count back up. Let's just resummon Fred, because they just were super low health. Okay. Wave 110. Highest we've gotten so far. Let's go. 4 mutators now? Oh my gosh. Minus physical damage, minus ether resist. Ah! Stuff spawning right on top of me. I can't even read the debuffs! Minus ether resistance. Minus vitality resistance. Minus bleeding resistance, but double health regen per second. It's a weird trade-off. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, Warden Krieg's phase 2 form is down. There seems to be a thing, because Warden Krieg, when you kill him, he respawns a second later in his second form. And if he's the last guy of the wave, it will go into the next wave when it registers him as being dead for just a second. And then you have him in his second form plus the next wave. So if you can help it, you want to... It seems like you should kill him before the last other mob, so that the wave doesn't transition.
Is that all you can muster?
Quit picking on me. Oh, these guys, no. Not a fan, not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. Oh, resummon. Let's just resummon Fred to full heal him. Zagulfax. Oh, he's fragile. Oh, another Nemesis boss. Oh my gosh. Okay. Seemed like he wanted to tunnel vision me, and that seemed to work well. I just kept moving around the middle pillar, and instead of destroying all my friends, he was moving around after me. Okay, that's a fragile named guy. No names in this one. Nope, I spoke too soon. I feel like at this point we're not going to get waves that don't have hero units in them on level 117 plus. Boss Rattler. Barrows Rattler. I was like, his name is Boss? It's not original. Ooh. Those mortars. Ow. I got too close to the obsidian guy, I just got slapped. Wave 119. Oh man. Looks like I'm not the only summoner here. Something is making these bug things all over the place. Not too bad though, not too bad. Wave 120. Every wave is a new highest wave. Ooh, potion. Oh, I'm bleeding and poisoned. Oh no, 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 come on, potion, come on, turtle shell pro. Okay, there's potion. Ah. Summon skeleton, summon Fred. Blood of Dreek. Curse him. Oh no! Potion, 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 I'm slamming the key! Who died? Harry died. We gotta resummon Harry. Blood of Dreek. Oh gosh. Alright, our health is under control again for a moment. Oh shoot, is that boss on my face again? Yes, he is. Damn. What is this weird teleport stab me in the gut ability of his? Blood of Dreek. Is he dead? Oh my gosh. Oh shoot, we're still bleeding, we're still bleeding, we're still bleeding. It just wore off. Potion, 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 potion. There we go. Just came off cooldown. Wow. That was rough. Whew. Okay. That was rough. That's wave 120. And the next save point is at 150. I mean, I could cash out now, but what's the fun of that? We're not going to do that. Give me just a second for cooldowns. Alright. Let's go. 4 debuffs. What do we got? Minus chaos resist, minus speed, minus ether resist, minus elemental resist. Need to hack my way back up to the high ground if I can. There we go. If there's one thing I don't have to worry about, it's the bonus timer. Well, I think I'm only at _2. It taps out at ×10. I may have failed at fighting that last boss that I had to kite for so dang long. Oh, okay, okay, that hurt. Got touched by that thing's fire breath and it left a really nasty burn on me. Potion, getting too low. Alright, those things are like glass cannons. They died fast, but they hit really hard. 123, only went 2 rounds without a boss that time. Oh, here he is. He's a charger. Okay, he was another glass cannon. He fell over fast. My heart rate increases when they charge me. Do not want. Oh no. As soon as I comment about them charging me and increasing my heart rate, got a bunch of these mountain guys. I call him the mountain because the first mob you meet in the game that has that mob type is, his name's like Galacros the Mountain or something. I'm not just saying that because of Game of Thrones. Probably got some time to greet you now that you became a professional streamer. Yeah, dude. Last night I called up my mom and I was like, "Hey, ma'am, I made it." Storm into my boss's office on Monday, prop my feet up on his desk. I'm done. I'm an internet superstar. Haven't you heard? I'm good, man. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, what was that? Oh my gosh, why is it raining Halley's Comets? This guy, I bet it's his fault. He's blue. When in doubt, blame the blue guy. Minus item, minus item. Resummon the two bone boys that we lost. Dodge that shockwave he's firing out. Okay, okay, that was handled pretty well. Yeah, dude, I'm good. I actually spent some time today drawing for the first time in a long time. Made the concept and line art for my new logo. Had an idea I wanted to put onto paper. Put a little ad out trying to find someone that is better at me than at computer graphics to make it look professional. The reason why I didn't actually do those 2 days because of my... You should have done a birthday stream, dude. I hear those are all the rage these days. Caraxus foul. Uh-oh. No! No, 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 no. How do we listen? Oh, no, 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 no. Potion, 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 potion. No, stop charging me. Line of sight. Don't need to run around in circles, run around. Who are we missing? We lost Fred. Resummon Fred.
That skill's not ready.
Oh my gosh, the ether storm clouds. Oh, this is the bane of my existence in the campaign. I don't want those. Swilius. Alright, he's fragile. Whew. Heavy breathing, guys. Heavy breathing.
That skill's not ready. Can't do that yet.
Lost a bone bro. Resummon them. Got pushed off the high ground, unfortunately. A stream with my PC, it would be awesome since I can't even open 5 Chrome tabs without it going ape. Well, I guess stream 4 Chrome tabs. Let's say for my birthday, could someone give me a 5th Chrome tab? Please. Oh my gosh, take him down, take him down, take him down, take him down. Wave 130, y'all. Santaran the Immortal. We lost someone. We lost Kyle. Resummon Kyle! Oh, 6 of the Bone Bros just dropped. Come on, focus. Focus damage on him. Woo! Oh! Deep breaths. It's cool because I'm pretty sure we only met each other because I lost my decent PC. Aw. The hard drive failure that brought us together. Oh, who's missing right now? Harold. Harold the Hellhound is down. Resummon him. Summon this. Might as well resummon Fred as well, just to full heal him faster. Wave 130, y'all.
That skill's not ready. Mightiest warriors have survived.
Waiting a few seconds on this cooldown.
You can endure 5 mutators.
5 mutators. My gosh, that means 5 debuffs. Okay. Minus attack speed, minus health regen, minus movement speed, minus 25% health. That really hurts. Minus cold resistance. Minus to 25% of maximum health is going to be the most scary thing of those. Come on, get on the high ground. Get on the high ground. Take out the fastest units first. Priest of Gaul. Don't remember him. Oh, he just popped immediately. I guess he wasn't that memorable. Oh gosh. Getting pushed back a little. Getting pushed back a little. Curse you. Kite away. Manticores. Eldritch Life Drinker. Haven't even seen the boss yet who's causing this music. There he is. Grand Priest Jerusalem. Ah, he's not too bad. Ooh. Oh, the poison. Back up, back up. The poison damage is real. Blood Intrigue. Oh, we got Harbingers in this wave. Those guys, like, explosion damage the whole room when they go down. Can add up if there's too many of them. You AoE a bunch of them down and suddenly you pop. They're big AoE banelings. Oh my gosh, salads. No! My worst enemy. Yeah, we just lost some guys. Summon Kyle, resummon the Bone Bros. Come on guys, focus on Caspis, I guess. Belia Everthirst. Everthirst. Be gone, thought. Oh, get out of the Aether Fire. What are we on? 136. Whoa, they're spawning in the middle now. Again, this is feeling more and more like an RTS with how much micromanaging I'm doing right now, but it is fun. Salazar, the Blade of Cthon. Okay, he's down. Got another boss thing coming from the right. Who apparently rains ether comets. Ooh. Do not want. Ah! God, potion. Oh my gosh. That was really close. Lost 4 Bone Bros. I almost ate it. Oh, spiraling Aether Fire. We can't use the high ground right now. Take out these guys. Some of the Bone Bros. We lost one. Is that on Goliax again? Dude, how many times do I have to squish you? Alright. High ground is available again. Here's some of the Bone Bros. Bane Garoth. Alright, target Bane Garoth. Curse these guys down here. Slow them down. I'm caught in a bone prison. I can't move. Potion. Resummon the Bone Bros. Oh my gosh, this is a revolving door on Boneho Briaring policy right now. breath. We're on wave 139. One more and we get to breathe. Lunul Vagath, the Steward of Darkness. I don't remember you. You must have been from a Draconic Rift, though. Oh, switch targets. Get the charging guy. He's scarier. Or as I say that, he punches me in the face. Summon Bone Bros. The Iron Maiden? Oh, no! No, 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 no! No! Oh, I've got nothing, guys. I've got nothing. Potion. Oh! Oh no, wave 140. 150 was the next save point. Yo! Oh my gosh, that guy just backhanded and killed 12 of my 13 summons and then just like chased me around with fast movement speed until he got me. He killed me while potion was on cooldown. Alright, well, actually I'll need to summon this stuff. That's okay, that was fun. We went from wave 100, which was our old best, to wave 140. So we will, I think I'm going to just try this again at the beginning of every stream, like a warm-up, and see how high we get. Pack of Treacherous Means. Ranged passive weapon bonus. Interesting. Still get good stuff, though, for pushing my my record by 40 waves. Even getting the loser's chest is still really good. Alright. Whew. Okay. So let's go back into the elite campaign mode now that we are more than warmed up. Alright, main campaign. Elite. Start. Run! I know what part you joined in on. Alright. Summon. Buff. Got a whole bar to hit when I log in. Set these guys to aggressive, because they start out on defensive when you first crank up the game, or to get into a new game. Let's look at our crucible loot. Liquidate these. Liquidate that. Liquidate that. Really good, but not quite an upgrade. That's going in the bank. Alright, all that's going in the bank. What is this? 22% to health, 24% to speed. Derpino, thank you for the follow. Glad you're enjoying yourself enough that you hit that button. Appreciate it. And welcome to the channel. If you are new here, we stream every single night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with occasional extra streams on days off like the weekend, but every night at 9. Oh, let's throw that missive in the bank too. We don't need to be hauling that around, and then we'll get back to the action. Alright, let's knock out another one of these lore notes, and then we'll start hacking through things. Dorenis's directions. A deal's a deal. The cultists are sitting cozy up in the mountains, out of the way of the usual travelers. Head out to the broken bridge in the Burwich outskirts. Once there, hug the cliffside until you find a path leading into the hills. When you find men in blood-soaked robes beckoning the dark powers, you're in the right place. The entrance to their sanctuary is past the camp carved into the mountainside. Alright. I believe that's talking about the cultist, whom we've already completely wiped out. Let's pop over to Homestead, where we had just gotten at the end of last night. And we can... what was our quest here? I think the first quest we got was to head to the northeast and secure the cannons, so the town had some artillery to fight off all these ethereals. Darlax, the Devourer of Dreams. If he only devours the bad dreams, that would make him a good guy. Or does he take away your dreams like, I want to be an astronaut when I grow up, and then if he attacks you, you end up just working fast food for the rest of your life? Because that would be an enemy of the state. Ooh. I break for crafting components. Do not leave those behind. Alright, we're going to have to run through the ether fire. I was hoping there was like a break over there, but no. If anyone's new to Grim Dawn, the map roughly stays the same shape every time you play, but all the entrances and doors and openings and canyons and stuff like that are in different locations. So it does have kind of that fresh feeling similar to Diablo, but they do it in a different way. But like, if like I know the cannons are to the northeast from town, they're always to the northeast, but it's a slightly different route to get there each time. Glad to meet you. So some of the time your channel opened immediately. Nice to meet a kindred spirit, Terpino. Yeah, if when I play a game, if I can build turrets, summon totems, or create minions, anything like that, that's the first class I try. And there's a few different ways to build summoner in this game. My character is a necromancer / occultist. But there are ways to incorporate the shaman class as well in place of one of those two. Alright, I'm not going to run through the fire to pick those up. I feel like the fire does, I would guess that it does like flat percentage of your health damage, because it seems to chunk me by 10 to 20% no matter what level I'm at. Like, 5 to 10 seconds of the fire and I'm dead no matter my level. So I don't want to tempt fate out running out there to get a crafting component I have like 100 of. No break in the wall here this time. So this is what I'm talking about. We're going to have to run through this fire right here. Now my pets have higher ether fire resistance than I do, so they can stay in it a lot longer. So I send them out to kill the mobs and then make a break for it after they've killed the stuff immediately in front of me. Ooh, curse all this stuff. Slow it down. Give me more time to manage things. Ooh. Level 77 opponents. So they're a solid 5 levels ahead of me now. Alright, run across here. Our constitution bar is down to half. Welcome to the pumpkin patch. Whoa! That guy just clocked me for half my hit points. My army of friends is very strong, but I am still a delicate little flower, despite my best efforts. I'm carrying around this heavy shield, I got the turtle shell talent, but stuff is still no joke when it comes to their damage output. Target the crystal, there we go. Oh, shoot! Whoa. That seemed like the fire was hitting me harder than usual. That took like 3 ticks to get me down to the red. Don't have much knowledge in the game. What skills are you running? So, like I said, the 2 classes I picked were Necromancer, Occultist. Oh, to support the summons. So, this move is Ravenous Earth. It really does damage, mainly. And this move is Sigil of Consumption. It also does damage. But on the Devotion tree, I have the Ravenous Earth connected to Shepherd's Call, so when it does damage, it increases all pets' damage, crit damage, and retaliation. So I've just cast it just to get the buff up. And the Sigil of Consumption has a 23% chance on hit to proc this ability, Bismiel's Command, which summons an additional pet. It's like a Hellhound type thing. So I'm casting these two pretty much every fight. They do almost no damage because I've only got them level 1, but they proc those other things I just showed you. And then my button 4 is Curse of Frailty, which is what I'm spamming on this stuff right now, and it just slows everything by 50% and makes them more vulnerable. So lets me kite them and gives my guys more time to kill them, and it makes them do more physical damage. Blood of Dreeg, my 3 key, is basically a health potion for the lot of us. When you see the big green flash, that's it being used. Those are the primary ones. I'm using those buttons pretty much on command. Or on cooldown is what I mean to say. Call of the Grave is decent. It's just a small amount of plus everything to the pets. Its cooldown is a lot longer than its duration, though, so you can't keep it up. I pretty much hit it for, like, bosses. When are you getting the new mics? We're afraid that we lose the BBC sexy voice. It is in shipping from Amazon Prime, Bakemono. It's supposedly going to be here by Wednesday. Very excited about it. I just imagine you writing nasty articles about me, Bakemono, like, oh, how he has fallen. The artist formerly known as Mukluk. Oh my gosh, this guy. Okay, let's get closer. Okay. Now, the reason I had my guys get closer, you see the flames circling around my minions? I have a skill called Flame Wreath that circles the minions, and although it puts the archers and the ranged minions in danger getting that close to a mob, their damage output gets a lot higher because of basically 13 Flame Wreaths are stacked on top of their target. So it's kind of like I'm trading damage for damage. Oh wow, what is that? Oh my gosh, be still my nerd heart. What? Bonds of Bismeal, Will of Bismeal. 30% to all pets' health, 7% to all pets' defensive ability, grants Invocation of Chaos. Call out to the void and summon 3 vile fiends to fight for you. Is this just... Oh wait, lives for 25 seconds, 40-second skill recharge. Yo! So this is like 2/3 uptime, 3 more pets. Plus 2 to Manipulation, which is a talent that buffs pets. Plus 2 to Bonds of Bismeal, which is a thing that buffs pets. Oh my gosh. Level 58. Wowie, wow, wow. Where's pet stats? So my pet bonuses right now is 523% plus damage, 149% to plus life. So I'm trading 45% damage for 30% health, which seems kind of bad, except their plus damage is so high. That's not actually 45%. That's a lot lower than that. So see if the 523 goes down to 478, but the 149 goes up to 179. Okay, oh man, I'm gonna have to hotkey that. I don't have enough hotkeys! You literally get 2 full hotbars in this game and I don't have enough. Yeah. Here lies Mukluk, seduced by fame and fallen from grace. Little did he know his old Mike was winning the race. You piece of crap. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna have enough buttons for this stuff. Alright, let's trade. Let's see, Reap Spirit. Let's try swapping that out for Invocation of Chaos. Each of the 3 little guys does like 1,000 damage a hit. Let's see what these look like. Alright, this is them. These little imp things. And it's also increasing this skill by 2. And this by 2, but I don't have that unlocked. But increasing this by 2 increases their health even more. Let me see something. I'll use the skeletons as a baseline. So it says skeletons have 14,600 health. If I equip that, it says they have 13,000. So it's over 1,600 hit points extra. So definitely gonna have to try this out for a while. Okay. Whew. Okay, my excitement got me crazy distracted there. But right here is the cannons that we were trying to get to. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Personal space, man. Personal space. Reported. Alright, we're going to try this out for a while. Now, oh my god, I had an enchant on this. That Rift Hound salts at the bottom. Let's see, Devil's Crossing. So we will port to Devil's Crossing and buy that enchant for this new amulet. And then go on our merry way. Add the 2 points to vulnerability. So now vulnerability is maxed out for the curse. Where am I going? I don't need to go that way. Actually, I guess I need to take the talent point out of Reap Spirit because I don't have enough buttons on my bar to use it. Alright, Quartermaster, Rift Hound Salts, and use those on the neck piece. Okay. Now let's sell all these greens. Might as well purge the bag while we're here. Sell. Quadrano. Double no. No. Sell. Alright, cool. Okay. Don't need to make a trip to the bank just yet. Our bags aren't that full. So come over here. And let's go tell town that we have restored the cannons. Hey, Erzad! Feels like it's been at least a few days since I saw you. Good to see you again. Hope you had a lazy weekend. I'm sad it's almost over, but it is what it is. Hey, so now the town has cannons up here, as you can see. Now, to anyone just joining in, I basically did voice acting for all the reading through normal mode, so I'm going through it a little faster this time. The only stuff I'm voice acting is the lore notes that we've not yet read. I'm trying to space those out so we have a healthy amount of carnage and lore. Alright, so now I need to clear out the egg clusters near Homestead. Okay, that's west. We're going west now. Go west, Arby's. Right, destroy the egg clusters. These creatures make me think of the old Lost in Space movie, and if you haven't seen it, don't bother. It was okay, but it's not worth digging up or anything. But these things make me think of the villain in that movie. Ow, 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 ow. Seven of 10. See if I find 3 more. Ten of 10, okay. Alright, really quickly, we're going to return that in, and they should give me another quest involving slaughtering these bugs. I know eventually you get the Kill the Queen quest. Not sure if that happens immediately or not. $5,000 iron, I'll take it. Yep, I will slay the queen. Where's our bounty table? Can we use the bounty table yet? Yeah. Kill flesh sword fan cards. Sure, why not? Hang on to that. And let's knock one of these out. Wait, why does it say art? That's weird. Okay. So we had read that before. Chthonic Heresy, page 2. Blood, my brothers, blood is the essence, for it gives us life. Drink not the blood of demons, for it is corruption manifest. Those that partake of blood shall be forever damned. Abhor the gifts of the Chthonian, lest its touch contaminate your soul. Purity of blood heralds the purity of the soul. Have you heard the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Playing Dragon Age Origins right now. Oh, right on! I love that game. I have played Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, all the way through. I think I played Dragon Age 2 all the way through twice. And Inquisition I've started like 18 times, but I played it all the way through one time. They're fantastic games. Now those I do recommend. If you like RPGs and you haven't played that series, it holds up well even now. And when I say holds up well, I'm referring to like the first two titles, which are older. They hold up well even now. The Inquisition is not that old. I've bought it about 4 times now, and I've never liked it. Bought it 4 times? Not played it 4? Keep trying so hard because I love the story and characters. I can understand, like, not finishing it and playing it 4 times, but why buy it 4 times? You're the reason they keep re-releasing Skyrimers. Trying to think, when I played Origins, I think I had 2 of the scouty rogue type characters in the party that each had 1 level in ranger, so they had a pet. So I had like 2 bear pets in the party, or spiders, or whatever they were. So I had the 4 party members and 2 giant pets. So basically I had 6 people, which is the closest thing to a summoner that game had. And it helped greatly. Oh, it's on sale for $5. You goofball. At least you're not breaking the bank on it. Oh, I see a rift portal. I detour for rift portals. Oh, I can't. I gotta go around the wall. Bleh. Slave flesh warp. Oh, this is the bounty I picked up. 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10. Hey, there we go. Scarecrow. The Scarecrows scare me because I just was playing Divinity Original Sin 2, and the Scarecrow was a nasty piece of work. But in this game, they're pushovers, but I'm still like, when I see them. It's like first impulse is reel back. Okay, I think we need to continue to the west. Yeah, one of the cool things about Dragon Age is if you go to, when you start the game up, it says like world state standard. If you change it to custom, it takes you to this website, and it briefly is in like 15 minutes. It glosses over the story of what happened in the first 2 Dragon Age games, and it's like, when you got to this guy, you decided to, and you just tell it. I chose to spare him, or I chose to recruit him, or I chose to kill him. And you basically go through the game, the first 2 games on Mach speed, and tell it every major decision you made, and it changes Dragon Age Inquisition. So you, like, characters that are dead are now alive, or characters you spared are now dead. You change the decision. And when there were some guys that were like, there's one guy that was a boss, and I'll be vague if you don't know the story, and you can choose to spare him, recruit him, and if you recruit him, other people are like, what the hell, this guy is a monster, and they leave you, and it completely changes all the roles in the game, and it changed the Dragon Age Inquisition story very greatly, like to the point where there were different bosses. I played through Witcher 2 and I played through Witcher 1, 2, and 3. I don't really recommend 1. I don't remember the game asking you the choices you made unless I totally glossed over that menu and I missed it. Well, that was the thing. Oh, I get it, Urzad. You mean like conversation options? Yeah, that was the thing, Bakamoto, was in the game, though. It's like this guy had done terrible things, and you finally pin him down and, like, get him down to 1 hit point, and then your whole party's like, kill him, and you can choose to spare him. And if you choose to spare him, some of your party members will leave right away. They're like, we thought you were different than this, and they just take off. So it completely changes things. The shaving scene at the beginning of 3? Okay, hold on. 3 began with Geralt having a bad dream, and he would like Yennefer was in her room putting like brushing her hair or something, and she was barely dressed. Pussy. Maybe was it that guy that had the stupid like sideways hat that looked like he had a sock on his head? Like he worked for the Crown or something? I forget his name. I think I might remember what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I just maybe because it was in game I thought less of it or something, or I forgot it. That's right, because I guess at the end of 2, there was that really buff Witcher, and you could either walk away and leave him alone, or you could fight him as the final boss fight, and I chose to fight him and kill him, because I had been chasing him the whole game. I was like, why am I just going to leave now? It doesn't make sense. So I guess that would have changed 3 a little bit if he had been alive. I do remember the Chamberlain, yes. And he tries to teach you how to bow. And you're like, I'm not a boar, I know how to bow. And you bow, and he's like, that's how you would bow to a courtesan or a whore. He's like, that is not how you will bow to the Emperor. And then, like, if you proceed to not bow properly to the Emperor, then the guy who was supposed to teach you how to bow gets punished for it. And you're like, oh crap. I didn't care though, it was fun. Where is the entrance to this hive? Well, that skill should get ready. Ooh, Chains of Oleron crafting item. I don't even know what that is. Oh, I totally forgot. I've got this new summon imp spell. All right. I totally need to start using that because it has an uptime of like 2/3. All right, there they are. Ooh, they have ranged attacks. They don't waste time running up to things. They're like, hey, you catch. Soul Shard. I wonder if you stack cooldown reduction, if that affects like items, like the cooldowns of items. I would fully get it if it didn't or did. Depends on how they coded the game to think about that. It's kind of weird that these guys are in these look like prison cells, not houses, but they're in there armed, so they're not prisoners. It's whack. Alright, I'm gonna make a portal in case I eat it, because this area is rough. Corpusia the Reflective. Summon imps? Open the gate, you're in the ether fire! Oh, gosh. It's freaking ether fire. Whoa! I didn't open that door. The amalgamation. Oh shoot, I hit the wrong button. Okay, just keep kiting it, Get out of the fire, boys. I'll wait on that to fade before we run for the loot. Oh, if anyone is new here, I see we got a couple of names I don't recognize. Feel free to ask questions if you have any about the game or anything else. I am a chatterbox. I do not mind talking, sometimes to the death of my character, but it is no harm. Alright, so we found that thing. Need to find the bug hive entrance still to take those things out. Okay, we can't go through the... Oh man, the only entrance is way down here this time. Bust this wall down. Oh, that reminds me, Bakemono, the shirt, and you should know the one I'm talking about, should be here within a day or two, I was told. So between that and the mic, it's gonna be a fun week. Tom Cruise's lesser-known relative, Bobby Cruise. Damn it, Bobby! Where is that hive entrance? Where, oh, where could it be? Ah! There's not an entrance to it on the map. Here we go. I love all the random destructible stuff in this game. Like, just stuff that doesn't matter that can be destroyed if it gets hit by AoE spells. Like, that adds a lot of flavor to the game. When you do an AoE and you suddenly see, like, you know, an outhouse explode or handrails get knocked off, that kind of stuff. I love it. What is this? Woo! It's quite the choke point. Light them up! Oh, ow. One of them actually got close to me. That was a surprise. Two crafting items from that egg. Oh, there's a dread skull over there. I need to go get that. Hive guard the tainted. Hit him in the tainted. Oh shoot, ether fire. Ah, get out of it. Okay. Was that all that was down here? I was looking for those guys with the pheromones. Guess so. Alright. Pick up that dread skull and go back around. You know what? Let's do this just for fun. That game amuses me. Okay, continuing to search for the two viziers for the pheromone sacks to be able to open the entrance to the Queen's area. She will only open her doors for pheromones. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Got too close. Oh, there's one of the viziers. Nice, nice, nice. Take him out, guys. Take him out. Yeah. Eastern robes. And pheromone gland. Pheromones.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, there's the other vizier. Nice, they're both on this level this time. Last time they were in different chambers. I'll take it. Oh man, that got a lot of loot. Open sesame. Alright, I'll leave an emergency portal there in case I do something terrible. This is the queen where we gotta slay that butt, and then we slay the queen after we slay that butt. Ornate strongbox, metal strongbox. Muckluck got shot straight in the skull by the security guards. Aww. I lost my own muckbucks. Oh my gosh, what hit me? Oh my gosh. Yo! What? She did not do me like that on normal mode. Elite Hive Queen is no joke, y'all. Oh my gosh. Sky Shard, that's Ice Wizard stuff. That's Chaos Damage Warlock stuff. Warlock Occultist. Wrong game. I'm a Destruction Spec Occultist. Alright. Take two, my friends. Try this again without the failing, hopefully. Alright, need to get our grave before we die again. Okay, we slayed her butt. Now she's gonna come at us.
Skill's not ready.
Gotcha. Not even sure which attack she used that just popped me earlier, but that's all behind us now. 15% to pet health. No, I'm not gonna use that. It's good. I'm not gonna use that. Alright. 3 quests to turn in town now. Homestead. And tell this guy that we killed the Bug Queen. Oh! New inventory bag. The inventory expands. Those are the best. Okay, report in. Turn the bounty. Take another one. We destroyed the amalgamation abomination. I'll rescue the prisoners. Alright. Whoop. Stack that stuff up. Okay. Hang on to that in case we change our mind. Sell this, sell this. Sell? Yes, sell that. Stock the brain matter and the crystals in the bank. And then we're ready to go again. Find the captured farmers and the blood grow. Okay, so we're ready to go east from town. Do all these quests. Come on. Come on, guys, move. Getting blocked in on these little stairs here. Sergeant Sareve. Clear out the lumber mill from the diamonds. Report to Barnabas and Devil's Crossing. Okay. We'll do that real quick. That's just a hop, skip, and a teleport away. Oh, Barnabas is down here. He's the water pump guy.
I don't know what you did, but it...
Alright. Rare crafting components. I'm happy for that. Speak to Olgrim at Homestead. Okay. I got a lot to say, friends.
The one you call. Just the person I'm looking. There are two other groups.
Okay. Because I'm a necromancer, I can only join one order, so I've only got one choice there. Alright, let's knock out one lore page before we go on. Criminal Records, page 3. Everett the Bloodbound, a heathen and blood drinker, known associate of chthonic cults and supplier for the heretics. When confronted by the law, Everett unleashed a fury of arcane atrocities upon the enforcers and escaped. Extremely dangerous individual. Personnel not trained to deal with the heathen arts are advised to steer clear. News of sightings or proof of death should be brought before Warden Krieg of Berwick Prison. A reward of 1,200 royal crowns is offered for the successful capture and delivery of Everett the Bloodbound alive. Okay. Alright, so we are looking for some captured farmers in the Blood Grove and insignias from fallen soldiers. And oh, we never did Tyrant's Hold. We got to do that first. Otherwise, we're going to be backtracking later. Tyrant's Hold is there, so we need to go here. Tyrant's Hold is an awesome dungeon. I just remember that we got to it last night, but didn't have time to do it last night. So I'm just going to finish that off. Hack through these grobles. Ooh, mutagenic ichor. I will U-turn for that. We'll break for crafting mats. Ooh. Oh, we hit level 73. We're almost to 74, and I didn't realize we hit 73. So I've got some talent points to spend. Probably have no time at all for anime, but can you give me a top 3? To not sound like a total weeaboo here, but my hands down favorite show, like, of any show I'm watching right now is the anime Boku no Hero Academia, or My Hero Academy. It's I was reading the comic for that, or the manga, before it became a show, and it is the first comic in my life that I've read that I've like gone back and like reread the previous issue while still waiting on the next issue to come out, because there's just there's so much depth to it. It really has a lot going for it, and the series is very good. As far as others that I'm actively watching right now, I just finished watching Megalobox. It's alright. It was kind of eye candy. It's like a world where people box while wearing like mech arms, and they just beat the shit out of each other. And then there was what else am I watching? Black Clover, which is it's okay. It's good. I'm gonna keep watching it. It's not like mind blowing. Yeah, I can't recommend Boku no Hero enough. Now, if you're also up for watching stuff that's anime category, but it's not like brand spanking new right now, Attack on Titan, which was, I don't know when the latest season of Attack on Titan came out, last year? There's a couple seasons of it. That's incredible. Don't watch that one around children. There's a lot of blood, but that one is incredible. Alright, we found a shrine. Dang! Oh, level 80. I was like, this guy's got some hit points. Okay, let's look at our talents here. I got 2 points. I'd like to get 1 point of manipulation because I got a piece of gear that will add +2 to it once I have 1 in it, but I need 1 in it to trigger that. Hashtag triggered. I think or was it Call of the Grave is also really strong. And Will of the Crypt, this just flat out makes all your skeletons stronger. Probably the more immediate return would be to just pour points into Will of the Crypt. Oh, that unsummoned all my bone bros. Oh shoot, I need to craft a resilient plating to sacrifice to this shrine to be able to get the talent point from it. So, I love the creepy laughing. Yeah, okay, you know that one. Going back in time a little bit, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was incredible. Now, there's Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood, which kind of retells the same story, but it's faster paced for younger, the newer generation or whatever, but they also had a higher budget. So if you had not seen either one, I'd recommend Brotherhood. Hunter x Hunter was incredible. I would definitely recommend that. What did I need? Resilient plating. That's what I'm here for. There it is. Okay, got it. Right back here. Okay, sacrifice. Nice! And now we have a new devotion point for this giant tree. To our staff of Ratosh. This is what we've been working on here. Let's get the 30% all pet damage. In memory of Gogo, the chaotic melon lost in the service of Cairn? What the heck? It's an invulnerable gravestone with a very long name. Hunter X. Oh, cool. I see you're a man of culture as well. Yeah, they did some really cool stuff with Hunter x Hunter. I think this might be the entrance to the hold that I'm looking for. Some of the imps. Ooh, dynamite. Dynamite! My name is Florida. That's a state. I feel like I hardly ever find dynamite, and like when I finally get a small amount of it stacked up, I find some rock that needs like 3 of it to open, and then I'm out again. Okay. Yeah, currently I'm watching a handful of animes, as well as on my to-do list is Jessica Jones and Luke Cage Season 2 on Netflix. I want to get around to that. Up until Jessica Jones Season 2, I was caught up on all the Defenders shows, but I've been slacking. Yes, yep. I have watched... I think I've watched all the Overlord. I'm currently caught up to the comic on Overlord, so I'm a little ahead of the show. I think I've watched all the show episodes that have come out. Yeah, Overlord's really, really good. I definitely enjoy that one. Plus, it stars a skeleton! That's my jam! Yes, the nerd power is strong with us, Bagamono. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Get away! Oh, ether fire. Get out of it. Okay. Now, Bakamoto, I am not watching the numbers here. So if I watch the replay of this stream later, and I find out that I had like 100 viewers, and then drop down to 3 after you got me talking about animes, there's gonna be reprimands. Oh, this guy's a weeb. I'm out. Here's a joke you can appreciate. I've got a coworker that has a hoodie, and the hoodie says Goku in the streets, Vegeta in the sheets. Oh no! There we go. So people were feel like this was just because we joined. We have a bunch of shit like that. What's wrong with pervy shit? No, I'm just kidding. Or am I? Ooh. That was the sound of a boss door I just went through. Is there a boss in here? Oh, boss 4 of the Bone Bros. Is that the boss? Ah, Blood Feast. There you are. No! Stay away! Okay. Resummon the Bone Boy we lost. What did he drop? Empowered Slithbane. 10% damage to beast. Neat, but not going to use that. Alright, so return to the camp in the Pine Barrens, alright? Boop.
That skill's not ready.
Level 74. It's, more points than Will of the Crypt. Get buffer skeletons. Alright, and then go back to Homestead, and we'll head on out to the north. You know what, since we're right here. 24% all damage. That's pretty good. Oh. I'll hang on to what I got. It would have been trading health for resistances, and health is basically, that helps with the resist, that helps with armor, it's any damage. Resistances are just some damage. Alright. Looking for captured farmers, looking for dead soldiers to take their dog tags, and some bouses. Bouses. So when you're Grimdalling and WoW, do you think you'll have time to bring us anything else? I'm actually wondering... See, I'm wondering if I'm going to finish Grim Dawn before WoW, because I'm level... What level am I, Jesus? I'm 74 out of 100, and we've got a month until WoW. So I may have to do something else in between here and WoW, I'm not sure. Or at the very least, like, make another Grim Dawn character or something, I don't know. But I will certainly try. I mean, it's really, there's two big factors. One is, am I having fun? And the second is, are people watching? Like, if I stream Overwatch, I'm gonna give an example that would not happen, but I'm gonna give you an example. If I stream Overwatch, I enjoy an occasional game of Overwatch. I get bored of it real fast. So if I stream Overwatch and then I got so many followers and so many viewers, I would play it for a while. I'd like force myself to keep playing for a while just because of how successful the channel would be going, but I would not be able to stick with that. On the flip side, giving you the opposite scenario, the day that Path of Exile Incursion came out, I streamed that for like 3 days. I had like 0 viewers those 3 days, simply because I was an unknown, and there was so many other people streaming that were well known. So I was like, if you go down the list of people streaming that game, I was like on page 100 or something. It never got to me. So if I can be anywhere in the middle between those two extremes, I'd probably stay on whatever I was doing if I'm having fun, and if I'm having some measure of fun and I'm getting some measure of views. But if either one of those dips off, if the fun completely stops or if the views completely stops, I would definitely be looking at something else. Now, another option, as you probably know from being someone who used to play WoW, is once you go through all of the quests available in the new content in WoW and you get to the max level of the new area, you've done all the quests, so at that point there's just like repeatable quests, and you raid each week, let's say on Tuesday or Wednesday, and then you're done with your raids for the week. When you get to that point, you can play WoW on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then play other games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or something, So you could still split your attention between two games, I feel, fairly easily. Using WoW as one of the examples of the two. Less known game is better to game for you master the game, sure. Some people kind of, yeah. Yes, my amazing Tom Cruise acting skills. I don't even use stunt doubles when I stream. I'm amazing.
I can't do that yet.
But I am kind of eager to see my idea come to fruition with the marketing myself as like a tank mercenary using the channel. So I am eager to see how that works out. I can even slap server first tank in my title because I have one of those, exactly one of those under my belt. Yeah, even with an MMO, I still play it the way I do this, like reading all the lore and stuff like that. Like, I'm not the kind of guy that on his first time through, I'm just like, you know, like you get a quest in WoW and there's like a page of explanation, and then at the very bottom, the last line just says kill 10 boars. Like, I'll read the explanation. I want to know what's going on. Because the game is so much more fun if you see all the subtle nuances of what's going on. Oh, I see a star on the map. That's one of the dog tags. 4 out of 5. Turtle Shell, rank 15. No, don't die! Bolvar the Bloodvinder. Oh, wait a minute. Was this the guy that we read that prison notice about? I don't remember. I feel like it was something the Bloodbinder. Purple item, y'all. Aldenar's Vanity. +1 to all Demolitionist and Arcanist skills. This is for people who really, really like fire. I've actually struggled with that before. Like, now I'm the tank. Usually they won't kick me, but I'll just be like, hang on a second. They'll usually assume I'm getting talents ready or something, but I'm like reading the quest as fast as I can. Or other times, like, I'll grab the quest instantly, and then you know how, like, you finish the dungeon, then you turn them in? Then I'll read the whole quest, see what's happening, and then turn it in. Fuck is Bolvar doing here? I thought he was on his ice chair. I understood that reference. One of my favorite memes from Wrath of the Lich King is, you know how, like, after you had done the event with Bolvar and stuff, there was a loading screen of him sitting on the frozen throne, and I'm trying to get my hands on the camera here, and he was like, ah! You know, he's kind of turned to the side, and he's screaming, and his hands are up like this. And there was 2 memes that floated around of him like that, and one, he's holding a giant cheeseburger, and he's biting into it. And the second one was from the Gangnam Style video. Yeah, you know the one. What was the Gangnam Style video? There's that scene where the lady's doing yoga. She's bent over and her rump's in the air, and was it Psy is like going ah at her backside, and someone did that with Bolvar. So she's bent over in front of Bolvar, and he's like ah Gangnam Style. Like those 2 memes just stuck with me all these years. 3 expansions ago, and Muckluck still remembers. Oh, what was that obscure item? Collect the ancient heart. Yo, seriously, what was that? Oh, Maldekar's remains. Okay, that was for Sorrow's Bastion. Yeah. Yes. The song that made YouTube rewind. By the way, Reset, hello if you're new. I'm not sure if I've seen your name in here before. And if you have been here before and I don't remember, I owe you a cow. I apologize. Remember a whole thread on No Chamber Photoshops of that loading screen? There was another one I remember of that is like, you know, after Bolvar says he'll sit on the throne, And Tyrion is like, I will make sure you will be remembered. And he's like, no, brother, you must make sure no one knows of what happened here this day. They must not know, for there must be a Lich King. And then it fast forwards to the middle of town, and he's like, erect a statue that plays a movie of what transpired up there. And then it shows Bolvar just like face palming up on the frozen throne. Tenderman. Oh, Bakemono, that is savage. You are going to alienate me from part of my target cow audience, sir. I'm still not in the habit of summoning the imps. I just did it, but I keep forgetting I have that new skill. Now I've got, hey, sexy lady, stuck in my head. Thanks. Oh, manticores now. Curse those. Sometimes the manticores are easy in this game, sometimes they're like displacer beasts. They just teleport in my face and shove poison into my chest. I'm like, oh my god. Kill the non-believer. Summon imps. That is a giant aether crystal formation. Take it down. Three crystals. Oh my. Whoa. Almost died because my toe touched ether fire. Played D3 since season 3, looking for something new. Is this game worth the money and time in your opinion? Totally think so. Let me give you a brief rundown. Trip to Prestige. So D3, you choose a class and you put 6 skills on your bar, and that's all the customization you get other than your equipment. And then it's all about gear, right? In this game, you make a character, you just choose male or female. That's it. And then at level 2, you choose one of like 10 classes. I chose Necromancer for my first one. At level 10, you choose a second class. Now, you can choose not to. You can just be like, I am a Necromancer, that's all I am, the end. Or you can pick a second class and make a hybrid. If you look, I've got a Necromancer skill tree, and I have an Occultist talent tree. So 10 classes, you get to pick 2 of them, and you can choose to play just one, or you can choose to make a hybrid of any 2. So there's like 40 classes, basically. In my case, Occultist plus Necro, the game calls a Kabbalist. It's just like a title. And in addition to all that customization, there is this monster. This is the Devotion skill tree. You pick constellations, and it unlocks other constellations. And it takes a little bit to learn how to do it, but essentially this adds modifiers to existing skills. So if you like customization, you like action RPGs, this is an absolute blast. And if you have any questions on it, feel free to ask me. I am happy to answer. Yeah. Like, I would say the customization options on this game put it close to on par with Path of Exile, but it's a little lesser known for whatever reason. Also, this game has 1 expansion right now, and its 2nd expansion is about to be completed. Yeah, no problem. I'm a chatterbox, dude. I will talk your ear off, sometimes to the point that my character dies. Alright. And to the people that are just joining the channel, I read through every single quest out loud with voice acting on normal mode. We're on our Nightmare mode playthrough right now, so I'm clicking through them a bit faster this time. 86% bad damage. That's wild, but no. Wait, what? New expansion? Yes, new expansion. It is called... Here, hold on. You're going to see the game pause for just a second. Grim Dawn expansion. Forgotten Gods is coming out very soon. Ashes of Malmuth is the one that is already out. So essentially, the normal game, the main enemy is the chthonic cult. Oh gosh, how do I open the big map? So like you start the game here, you kind of go up this way, and it ends here, and that's kind of like Act 1. And then Act 2 is you come over this way. Maybe you could say Act 2 ends there, and then up here. Maybe Act 3 ends there. Act 4 ends here. That's the end of the vanilla game. Then Ashes of Malmuth, you bust through some walls over here, continue going this way, go over here. This city is fallen. This city is a hell zone, and same with this area up here. So it's kind of like there's two dead gods almost trying to take over the world, and they're fighting both each other and all of humanity, including you. So it's a wild trip. We got a quest to turn in here. Let's see, any luck? Yes, I recovered the dog tags. Here you go. Money, money. Endgame is somewhat lacking. Unfortunately, it's more like D2 days where you do specific dungeons or nothing like rifts. Crucible DLC is a separate game with survival gets. Yes, Crucible is a lot of fun. It's kind of like a Thunderdome. You're in it, waves and waves of stuff are coming. Every 10 waves, you're allowed to say more or stop. I'm going to cash out. And if you cash out, you open a bunch of treasure based on how much stuff you've killed. If you keep going, but then you die, you get treasure chests, but less because you died. So it's kind of a test your limits thing. And I actually started this stream doing the Crucible Thunderdome just to see how far I could get, and I got to wave 140, I think, before I died. So if you wish to see that, it's in the recording of this stream. If you rewind a bit, that's completely up to you. Crucible is not required to play through the whole story. It's kind of like an optional DLC. It's just a different way of leveling a character or just challenging yourself for fun. Do you think they add more endgame in the next expansion? I'm pretty sure they will, because Ashes of Malmuth became the endgame when that expansion came out. So I'm pretty certain that damn it, whatever I said the new expansion's called, the second expansion is going to raise the endgame, because that's what they have a history of doing that already. Okay, where was I going? I need to return Malkadar's remains. Okay, so we're going to Sorrow's Bastion. Gotcha for sure, but it takes a while to get to that point, I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of how many hours I have on this character. Hold on. Give me just a second. You're gonna see it pause again. Let me go to how many streams I've done of this game, because each stream is roughly 3 hours long. Grim Dawn 11, 33. Okay, so this character that I'm playing right now on stream is 33 hours old, and I'm level 74 out of 100, and this is the highest I've been so far. I'm not sure. There's not even a chat box like that. I will say that multiplayer in this game is kind of like old school multiplayer. I would consider that a con. If you want to play multiplayer with someone, like, you create a game, they join the game. It's not like you just get into an LFG thing. I don't think, unless they very recently changed that, because I haven't looked into it in the recent build. But I enjoy this game single player or with people that I know I'm playing with, like that are on my friends list in Steam. So I've never really had an issue with that. I haven't had a problem. But if you like pugging, then that could be considered a con for this game. Just to give you all the info. Alright, what was I doing? Okay, yeah, I turned that in. I totally turned that quest in and got the next quest, like, unconsciously. And then I was like, wait, where is it? Okay. So now we will go to the Blood Grove. There are public servers, so might try your luck when joining or hosting. Gotcha. But yeah, pretty much like Diablo 3, I love Diablo 3. I loved the story, lots of enjoyment, hundreds of hours of entertainment myself. But pretty much each season, they hardly change the game each season. Yeah, they add a couple of items. I think in one season they added the Herodric cube and that icy level that the cube is in, Seneschal or whatever. But the thing is like Diablo 3 is not making them more money right now, so they don't spend a lot of time on the new seasons, and that's fine. I understand that from a business standpoint. This game's actively releasing expansions. Path of Exile is a free game, and it only makes money off of cosmetic content, so people are actively throwing money into both those games, so both those games keep changing. And I love it. You know, they keep changing, there's more to do. So pretty much when Diablo 3, when a new season comes out, I play it for a weekend, hit max level, I start to grind glyphs, and then I get bored and I stop. That's happened to me like the last 4 seasons. The Witch Doctor has a special place in my heart. He's my summoner for that game. But doesn't keep me interested for grind with no new story. Oh, zombies with guns. Everett the Bloodbound. Seems like the Bloodbound is a common title. Ow, 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 ow. He fooled me. We both had that pentagram spell. I thought that was mine, but it was hurting.
That skill's not ready.
I think I lost my D3 That's why I'm talking something new. That's Demon Hunter for me. Yeah, in this game, let me try to pique your interest here. What are the classes? There's Soldier, which is, you know, warrior, tank, whatever you make him. Occultist, Witch Doctor, deal with the devil kind of stuff. Necromancer, Demolitionist, which he throws Molotov cocktails. He has flamethrower skills, mortars. He's like he loves fire, but he's using technology, not magic. Arcanist, which is your wizard. It's like if you make a Demolitionist Arcanist, you doubly love fire. Shaman, which can be melee or caster. And the thing is, like, Soldier's the tank. It's like, let's say you just want to be a tanky caster. You can be an Arcanist Soldier, and you're like a tanky wizard. Like, because remember, you picked 2. So, lots of creativity here. And, you know, some builds probably won't work as high as others. In every game, there's cookie-cutter builds that get further along than others. But I've done 0 research. I love summoning. I picked 2 of the 3 classes that could summon, and I'm having a blast so far. And I have not yet hit a wall that I felt like I couldn't overcome. Oh, there's Inquisitor. Inquisitor's kind of like Van Helsing. It's like you're using guns, but firing magic bullets that do curses and runes and stuff on them. I only played that one a little, but it was kind of cool. Let's see. All right, we cleared the lumber mill.
That skill's not ready.
I think there's a chthonic rift somewhere in these hills. Ooh, powered falcon's claw. You drink of water. Did you follow any build guide for this character? Nope, I didn't. The one thing I did is I knew I made a character, got to level 2, and looked at each of the classes to see what could summon. And I knew Shaman and Occultist could, because before Ashes of Malmeth, I was a Shaman Occultist summoner. But I could go Shaman Occultist or Necro, pick 2 of the 3 to be a summoner, which is my jam. I went Necro Occultist. I just kind of picked the skills I wanted. The one thing I will say I looked up online is on this giant tree, because I think they need to add a filter box at the top to search for stuff in the way that Path does, and they don't have that right now. In this giant tree, I went to Google and I searched for stuff that affects pets. So that just to save me time mousing over every single node here and looking for stuff that affects pets. And then I made some of those my objectives first. So that's as much Googling as I did for the build. Also, if you're interested in my specific build, it's maybe 1 day outdated, but if you type !build, I do. That's exactly what I was going to. If you type !build, it will go to the Grim tools for this character I'm currently playing. It's just like 1 day old. I'll update it again at the end of this stream or tomorrow. And to the newer people not familiar with Grim Tools, basically it's a link to a talent calculator, so you can copy any facet of my build or gear if you wish to do so. Oh, I didn't even know that. The only thing I was told about Grim Tools by a viewer like 2 streams ago, and for that viewer, I went to Grim Tools. I learned how to just do a character export, and then I gave the put the link in chatbot. I didn't know about the search feature. It's a small thing, but I love that they added this. This did not used to be there. The colored highlights, I like that. And the UI could definitely be better, but it adds a lot of fun to the game. I think they're doing good work. Ooh, summon the imps, summon the imps. Let's remember all our abilities this time. These imps I'm summoning are, they do massive damage, but they have a longer cooldown than they do duration. So I try to just summon them for the rough fights. And its ability provided to me by my necklace. So I just recently got the skill. I'm not in the habit of using it all the time. Ooh, a lot of money in that house. Hey, Camera God! Dying God for DPS pets or Tree of Life for durability? I feel like I need durability. Which side of the tree is that on? Oh, here. Okay, giant tree. Tree of Life. Pet health regen. Pet health regen. Pet health regen. God, a lot of regen. Okay. 25% when hit. Soothing Mist emanates from you, mending wounds and curing ailments. 12 seconds search, second duration. So, interesting. Oh my gosh, requires 20 blue nodes to be able to use this tree. This will give me 3. Yeah, the thing is, there's a max to how many devotion points you can have, which is 55. I'm not sure if I'll be able, without undoing some of the things I've already got, I'm not sure if I could reach the tree. What was the other one you said? Dying God? What does that guy look like? Just looking at the exterior stuff. Dying God, here it is. That's a weird looking. What's the big guy? Hungering Void, 100% chance on attack. A bunch of buffs for me that I don't really care about, but it gives a big bonus to all pets. Gives the pets a chance to stun or slow their enemies. That's cool. Bonus to all pets. Damage, 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 damage. Yeah, thing is, let me show you this. My pet damage right now is plus 508%, but their life is plus 195%. So I could be doing better on survivability. So if I had to pick one of those to be an objective, it would be Tree of Life. But definite thank you for telling me about that. That might be my next objective after the Staff of Ratosh is done. Potion. You could probably remove the points you have in the middle and use an elsewhere. Yes, yep, I know about that. There's a couple of interesting ones, like, for example, like this Panther. It requires 1 yellow to get, but then it gives you 2 yellow and 3 blue once you've completed it. So then you can take away the yellow somewhere else, and as long as you don't touch any points in Panther, it provides its own requirements. So there's a few like that. So there's some really weird builds out there that involve, like, get this, then unspin this, and get this, and unspin this, and get this, And I've never done more than, like, 2 jumps, but I've seen some really weird builds that require jumping through 10 constellations and respecking 4 times to get the points just right, Oh, I remember this place. The story for this area, which we're not seeing the lore pages because we already got them and read them, was pretty horrific. If you look in this house, look at this. People strung out by hooks bleeding into bathtubs. They're like collecting blood from the town. This game, if you don't read the lore pages, is just like a fun Diablo-esque game. If you read the lore pages, it's a damn horror novel. Ooh, Desecrated Shrine. Yes, please. So the Desecrated Shrine is basically a challenge. You just gotta win a fight, and then you get a devotion point. Alright. Yeah. That's a good word for it, devotion sequences. That's a much better description of the thing I was trying to say. Alright, devotion. We were already working on Ratosh. Let's keep doing that. 2% vitality resist, 60 crit. Let's do the defensive one. Let's be real, the lore about most places my mouth messed me up pretty hard. Dude, what messed me up was the story of the 3-person family with a daughter in the mountains, and they ran out of food, and they joined this other group of people, and then one guy like attacked the daughter, so they killed him, and then they bought the silence of the other people by giving them meat, and they didn't say where it came from. It obviously came from the guy that they had killed. And then they used the little girl to lure another dude to their camp like a week later when they were starving again, and then they killed it. They used pedophilia to lure a little girl to the tent, to lure a guy to the tent, and then killed him to eat him. And they just kept doing that. And they like slowly turned into basically ghouls. Is there an in-game filter for items? Like if you want to search stuff with pet damage, the items get highlighted? Not that I know of. But it's not that bad. For example, all the stuff with pet damage, if you look at these gloves I'm mousing over, it says bonus to all pets, and there's like a separate indentation near the bottom. It's always on the bottom lines. So I can mouse over stuff and see if it has pet bonuses pretty quickly. Like right there, there's one. So it's not too bad. But no, I do not believe it has like a filter as you're describing. Okay, I've got a quest to turn in Homestead. Let's go back and do that. Over to the right. Lumber mill is cleared. 3 pieces of scrap, 100 rep. Nice, nice. Okay. Game is really lacking any sort of search functions. Okay. Well, that's sort of sad that I was not wrong about that. Oh, I don't even know when I got it, but Blood of Chthon. Oh! Blood of Chthon is such a rare crafting ingredient. I'm so happy whenever I find one. No, 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 no. Star Guardian. I heard of one interesting build the other day I would not mind trying that was basically Soldier Necromancer. Kind of like a Death Knight was the outcome of that. And essentially, the guy just got all DPS on his pets, and then he played the tank. Like, he was the tank for his own party of skeletons. And I was like, I would not mind playing that. So if I ever want to, the next time I want to make a new character in this game, I might be doing that. Do Crucible for... Okay, so I've done Crucible, like I said earlier, up to wave 140, and I don't... Unless I got this in there today and I didn't realize it, because that was at the beginning of this stream. I've been using Crucible like a warm-up. I didn't realize you could get bloods from there. Is it just random from the chests? If you're recommending it, I'm guessing it's like a higher drop rate or something. You can get all craft items from chests. Okay. Crucible. Yeah, I got what you meant. Crucible chests. By the way, because we got a lot of new faces in here, some short self promo, I stream every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I always do RPGs. Right now I'm doing Grim Dawn, which is an action RPG. If you wish to join us, be right here again tomorrow. If you choose to follow or subscribe for free with Amazon, it will give you a notification when I'm going online. This commercial break brought to you by Mucklock. Blood for Cthon. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it didn't even drop. I've already read all this. Oh, we got one more guy up there. Stormhound found it. Come on. Okay. Clicking that reminded me, let's knock out another one of these lore pages. We're reaching the end of them all. Journal of Paige Renal, page 2. Several of our neighbors have moved away. They've had enough of the growing garbage problem and the sudden surge in crime here in Old Town. Omir and Shara are the latest to leave. Shara was crying when she begged us to come with them, but our business is here, and we can't just pack up. Food around the city is starting to be rationed. Shops are closing. Eldon and I are keeping our shop open, but he has started hiding cheese and other food down in the basement, just in case. He says, I wonder if maybe Shara was right. Maybe we should be leaving too. And then they all died. Come for the gameplay, stay for the voice acting. Dude, you should... I've got some funny ones on recording where, like, it was like 2 pages long and I started reading from the top down and I did the whole thing in like a feminine voice, you know, I'm like, oh no, and then they all died and my brother died and da-da-da, and I get to the bottom and like, signed, Henry. Oh shit, Henry. And then chat's like, did you assume her gender? And then I had to just play it off. Yeah, my name's Henry, I hate my father. Ignatius the Burning. Well, he was aptly named. Ooh, purple. +2 to Aura of Conviction and Spectral Wraith. Weird. Don't think I'll use those, but I'll save them because purple. Yeah, I've gotten into the habit of when I read those pages, scroll to the bottom, look who signed the note, then go back up and get started. A lot of my male voices end up Sean Connery by the end of it. I can't help it. Let's see, what's in here? Mark of the Traveler. We mage now. Ooh, Seal of Binding. I've been working on crafting this relic called the Dirge of Arcovia, and it's just like, it's a crap ton of pet stats. It's +1 to all Necromancer skill levels. It gives me a new summon that's like a giant flaming skeleton. And, ooh, 75 hype. And, brief detour there. The thing is, though, is making that relic requires like making 18 other relics and combining them or something crazy. So I've been working on it for a while, and I used up every Chthonic Seal of Binding I found through the entire normal mode gameplay, playthrough, and I needed more. So now that I'm starting to see more, I can continue construction on that thing. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else on this level I need before I go up those stairs. Crafty's Labyrinth, unlike other games. Yeah. As an action RPG fan, yeah, there's always things you miss when you're in other games. In Path of Exile, I enjoy the fact that your raging spirits can run off screen and continue attacking things. Whereas here, there's a pretty short leash on the mobs. However, in this game, when I play other games, look, see this? I can control the pets directly. Like, they're standing in fire, I can pull them out of it. I want them to focus their damage on something, I can order them to do so. I greatly miss that when I play other action RPGs. Alright, I think we're pretty much done with this level, so we'll head to the stairs now. But yeah, the crafting is pretty good in this game. Sometimes it doesn't make sense when I go to the blacksmith and he starts hammering to make me a silk swatch on his forge, but I clearly don't know enough about smithing, so who am I to judge? Hey, seal binding, nice. I did choose the younger magical smith, and not the older one. Seal binding. Noise. If I had a bumper sticker in this game, it would say, I break for crafting components. I will U-turn for that stuff. Metal strongbox, scrap. Green. You blacksmith, I'm sure they know what they're doing. Yes, I'm sure an experienced tailor in this world could make an ingot. That's just how it is. Okay. Iron bits, polished emeralds. A lot of stuff in this room. Whoa, it's an ambush. Those aren't my imps. Hashtag not my imps. I didn't vote for you. Any tips for me? Just bought the game. First tip would be figure out what 2 classes you want to play. I mean, you like what kind of playstyle are you drawn to? Like to super oversimplify it, do you want to be a mage? If you want to be a mage, do you want to shoot ice or lightning or fire? If you wanted to shoot fire, I would say Arcanist Demolitionist. If you want to shoot lightning, I'd probably say Shaman Arcanist. If you want to be a tank, that's a soldier. If you want to be a tanky something else, that's soldier plus that something else. If you want to be a summoner, you can copy my build. Like I said, Inquisitor is like a kind of a Van Helsing kind of thing. Nightblade is kind of like a magic rogue, like teleport behind things, shove a knife in them, that kind of thing. If you want to play like a gun guy, you could be a soldier demolitionist or soldier, demolitionist, Inquisitor. Pick 2 of those and you're a gun guy. Any 2 you want. That really, step 1 is figure out what classes you want to play. Now, respecking, like moving talents around, is super inexpensive. It's very cheap. So it's okay to spend a point, try it out, and then you can change it later in town. However, when you, to my knowledge, once you pick your 2 classes, that choice is permanent. So if you end up hating what you do with that, you would need to make a new character, as I understand it. I did not realize there was a guy under my 13 pets here. It is just dying super, super slow. I think he was like under the world. I think he was dying slow because half my pets couldn't hit him. Put most of your attribute points into physique, bare minimum to others. That's kind of what I'm doing. And I see the streams wrong, my dude. Don't get to say it. Oh, thanks, Vagamoto. Assassin, so Night Rogue. Yeah, I think it's called Nightblade, but yeah. So that would be one of your 2 if you want to play like an assassin type character, definitely. Nightblade is the class you need if you want to dual-wield melee. Inquisitor's class to dual-wield guns. Is there meta for the game? Oh, that sounded like a ball store. Oh, you hear that? You hear that guitar riff? That's the boss. Who are we fighting? Karaz. Alright, summon the imps, summon the wraiths, summon all the backup. Summon Kyle! Get him, Kyle! Oh, Jesus. Who did we lose? We lost Harry. We lost Kyle, resummon. We lost 3 Bone Bros, resummon those. We're in tryhard mode. Curse of Frailty. Use the 2 activatables, get the debuffs. Bloodlust the skeletons. Alright, every one of my abilities is active. What are these tentacles? Oh! They're whipping me. Welcome to Japan, y'all. Enjoy your stay. Is that it? Does he have a 3rd form? I see loot. The guitar hasn't stopped. I'm dancing until the guitar stops. Okay. So, true story. Yesterday, when I was streaming, I fought this boss, and he kept coming. It's like Captain Planet. It was like this giant Earth elemental. I kill him. He gets up giant lightning elemental. I kill him. He gets up giant fire elemental. I'm like, oh my god! And I was trying so hard. I was hiding all over the place. I was almost dying over and over. I kill him from that form, and a Steam achievement pops up. And I was like, that has to be the end of the stream. It's the end of the boss fight. A Steam achievement came up, and I went, yes, because I was so pumped up. And then the fire elemental's corpse was like a volcano, and it was spurting magma on me, and my life's going chunk 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 chunk. I was like, yes, no, and I slammed my hands back down on the keyboard to save my character, because I was in this area that you could only enter once per game. So if I had died in there, I couldn't have picked up the loot. And I gave myself a damn heart attack. This concludes my story. Alright, was that the end of that fort? I think it was. Return to Captain Somer and Homestead. Okay, so I gotta find the next waypoint and I'll go turn it in. Rased, those emotes are perfect for that situation. I feel like you've done that before. There's like 3 times on stream that I've done the fist pumps in the air. One was that guy, and 2 of them were Dark Souls. Friggin' yesterday, midday, I was streaming Dark Souls 3 and I got to the Abyss Watchers. And on my first attempt, I got the final form down to like 10%. I was like, oh man, almost got it. Then I slammed my face into it for another 45 minutes, and I lost a lot of viewers while I was doing that. I was just like, oh my gosh, I finally got it, and then I fist bumped. Like, yes! I was like, Breakfast Club! And my son, who was the one who asked me to play the game during that midday stream while he was awake, was saying helpful things like, why'd you let him kill you again? You died. Why didn't you kill him? And I was just like, you little shit. Like, not helping, son. Oh, snap, guys. We got a chest. Oh, this is like a shaman summoner set item chest piece. That's really cool. I might save that in the bank for possible future characters. Time warp boots. Let's see. Dawn Guard helm. I can hunt vampires. Join the Dawn Guard. A belt that gives me flashbang grenades. That's always fun. Alright. Where is this quest to turn in?
Why do you have such a grim look on? Let's see. I've already informed.
Okay. Go tell the boss upstairs what's going on.
Here, with occultist.
See you there. Alright. Alright, let's sort out our bags and then we'll continue on our merry way.
Come see what's left of my wares.
The makings of a true League of Legends player already. You know I'm retired. I hit platinum too, baby. I untied undefeated.
See you around. Got something you need, stash?
God bless the viewer the other day who told me I could shift click to shoot this stuff over to the stash, because I had tried control click and alt click and I gave up and I was like, man, they should add that to the game. And I was click drag click drag click drag for a few days, and then some guy's like, yeah, you can just shift click and it shoots over there. And I was like, thank you so much. I was like tearing up. You are the wind beneath my wings. This is an incredible ring. I can't use it. Dude, the game dropped a ring that I can't use for 9 level ups. That is insane that this dropped that early. Did that drop off the boss? I didn't see where I got it. Whoa! Frozen time! Thank you for the follow, my friend. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Alright, let's put this in the shared character thing in case I choose to use that later. And this in the purple. These are all the purple items I've ever found. I'm paranoid that I might need them for some reason. They're so rare that I just don't want to give them up. Never gonna give you up. I could probably afford to sell some health potions. I'm carrying over 400 of them.
Promise.
Whoa! Lots of chat since I last looked over. Let the kid, let the kid play since he's telling me to get good. Yeah, that would show him. Blue set is purple. So a set item can be any quality. So being part of a set doesn't mean that, like this right here, this is a blue set item. You see Explorer's Footpads, member of the Explorer's Garment set. But over here is, come on, can I find an example? Alright, here, Invoker's Blaze. It is a purple item, which is much more rare in this game, and it is a member of the Invoker set. Which, if I had scrolled down further, I would have seen that Rased had already answered that question. Little Michael Flavor, why not Challenger, Daddy? You suck. Yeah, so the game starts out and it's like, what is the lowest quality, guys? I think it's yellow. Oh, hold on, I can look at the loot filter. So it's gray items, white, yellow, green, blue, which it calls epic. Purple is apparently legendary, and that's it. And I have it set right now to only show me green and above, because right now for me, yellow items just drop by, like I'll open the chest and I'll see 2 greens, there'll be 10 yellows on the ground also. I don't need that in my life. I need to put these crafting components in the stash, and then I will have a nice clean bag. Alright, let's do a lore page, and then we'll move on. 3, 2... Aveline's final note, page 3. All begins and ends with Chthon. I can see that now. My family's suffering, the poverty we've endured, these are all symptoms of our separation from Chthon. The Bloodsworn have shown me the way to salvation. I have prayed long and hard at the altar, poured my lifeblood out onto the stones until the answers came to me. The only way my family can truly be safe is to be reunited with Chthon. I have made the necessary arrangements. The sacrifice will proceed at dawn. And then she probably killed her family or some crap, good lord. Okay. Collect ethereal essence. Where's the catalyst at? Whoops, that's not it. Oh, also, off topic, I love the reputation system in this game. Jesus, Bakamoto. I love the reputation in this game. Like, there's actual reputations with, like, the skeletons and stuff. And, of course, it's going down, not going up as you murder them. And as you get more and more hated, they start sending more and more higher challenging stuff to you. So basically, the more bosses are showing up to attack you as you get your reputation more and more negative with them. Need that Invoker's Blaze. What a distraction. Alright, Catalyst Quest. The conflagration in the Stone Rend Quarry to the northeast of Blood Grove. Okay, so let's go to Blood Grove and go to the northeast. Oh, look, I have fought some of the Nemesis guys in the Crucible. They were a challenge for sure, but they were fun. Oh, I think that's it right there. So I need to go down this way. As long as I win at the end, it's fun, of course. Isn't that how games work? It's fun as long as the numbers are getting bigger and you're winning. By the way, Kemergod PC, if you're still in here, I sent you the answers to the questions you asked me in a combination of Twitch chat and Discord chat. So check that and make sure that I gave you what you were asking about at some point. Cool. Oh, also, off topic, I actually sat down with Pencil today for the first time in like 6 months to a year. Channeled my artsy side, and whoa! And I drew the logo that I wanted for the channel. But my artistic ability ends with pencils. So I'm on the lookout for someone who could turn basically line art into what I would like is something, you know, like they could do shading work and coloring, like comic book stuff. So if anyone's here is interested, I will pay for it, and I won't just be like, oh, I'll pay you an exposure. I'll actually use currency. And I'm basically just asking people that I come into contact with for just a day or two, just to give them first crack at it, and then I'll actually go to like Fiverr or some website that, you know, is meant for stuff like this. Seems good, 100. Thank you, Christopher J. Yeah, my current logo, which I absolutely love it, but the skeleton with the microphone, it's actually from a picture from the Divinity 2 podcast. And I checked their website. They do give you permission to use all their artwork for whatever you want, as long as it's related to Divinity, and I've done full Divinity streams, and it's not for monetary gain. So the downside is I can't do any... oh my gosh, that guy just rooted me. Ah! What is it? Any of the Twitch stuff that you can turn on where they want to... I doubt anyone would buy this because it's way overpriced, but I can't turn on any of the Twitch features or if people want to buy your logo on a shirt or a mug or anything like that because it's the picture's not my property. So I want to not have to worry about stuff like that in the future. And if nothing else, I could buy my own t-shirt and wear it on stream. Look, it's me! When I'm not wearing the boob shirt, of course. Of course. Wait, did I get the... Oh, yeah, Ethereal Essence, cool. I totally forgot the reason I came over here was for the Catalyst, and I did just get it. Oh my gosh, that ragdoll physics. Oh, he just fell down through the planks. He's down there now. I don't know if you guys saw that. That guy died from the Blight Fiend doing his eruption move, and his body went doof, 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 and then fell down there through the cracks. I've already got it drawn. I'm looking for someone that can basically do the line art really nice on the computer, clean it up, and then color it on a computer so it looks like, you know, like comic book level art is what I would go for. I mean, the final thing is going to be a logo. It's going to be small on the screen, but I would like it colored big and then shrunk so it looks super nice is the end goal. I already ruined the stream enough to give you a break in Mr. Lark mode. You didn't ruin nothing. You graced me with your presence, and I thank you for it, Bakamono. Yeah, the other day I called you Baka for short, and you told me, "Hey, in Japanese that means stupid. Don't call me that." Now now I can't stop thinking that your name is Stupid Mono. Which, for all you've done for me, I shouldn't say, but I can't stop thinking that because of what you told me. Oh gosh, freaking ether fire. Wait, why am I running back across this? I don't need to run out. I can teleport out. I'm just like, my feet are on fire. I don't need to put myself through that. Sars Bastion. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I know because of watching anime with subtitles, there's a few words I picked up with zero language training. Baka is one of... Anytime they yell one word and the subtitle is one word, you pick up on it after a while. Nani? You know, crap like that. But if it's something they use when there's like a long string, I don't get it. Okay. What is the bonus to all pets? Rings and amulets. I already have enchants on rings and amulets that I'm happy with. Okay. Might as well liquidate the green stuff. Doop, doop, doop. Okay. Oh, I saw a quest. I almost left. Slay the Chosen guarding the ashes. Where? Oh, that's at Fort Icon. I remember that. I don't even need to look that up. Ome Mawa Shindaru. I think that's the you're already dead, because I've seen a lot of memes with that. Nani? People already butcher my name enough. Now you do, Stupid Mono. I'm deaf in one ear. I don't have anything to compare to that. I got a couple scars and a patch of white hair from stress, but that's it. To the Twitch plays. Dude, using sir as you threaten me is just imagining like, good day, sir. I said good day. Slam door behind you. Oh shoot, which way did I... Oh, I think I gotta go back up there. That's the me. Oh. Reanimator! Ethereals that make ethereals. Take them down! Whoops. Misclicked a pet command and they all just stopped fighting for a second. That's what happens when you got a bad general. We're not we're not retreating, we're advancing in the opposite direction. Get to the chopper. That should be the next lore note I read. Have Arnie read it. The cold wants my blood. No. All seriousness drained from the note. Oh, it's already 11:20. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Oh, 3 ethereal crystals. Ah, unsubscribe from that. Focus them down, boys. Focus them down. The ethereal crystal nodes do just chunks of damage, like every second, everything around them. So and they also summon zombies, and the zombies die when you kill the crystals. They give you every reason to tunnel vision those down first. Flame Torrent, level 21. Nice. I think that caps at 25, so it is getting up there. The worst thing is when there's a monster under the crystal. Yeah, there's been multiple times where I aggro a bunch of stuff and the crystals are hitting me, or one of those obelisks, and I'll be like this. I'll be like run, move pet, run, move pet, run, and I'll like back away from the fight to get the mobile stuff dead, then have to move back in to take out the stationary stuff because I can't take it. I can't handle it. It's not a tumor. Oh, wow, ow, 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 ow. I'm bleeding profusely for some reason. Yeti scratched me. Chillmain Alpha. Okay. I guess we're fighting the betas up until now. Oh. Still gotta build that habit of summoning these imps. I don't know if it's just the lighting here, or they're actually blue because I summoned them in a snowy area, because I thought they were like pink earlier. It could just be the lighting here, I do not know. Oh, the charging guys, do not want. Really, for my character build, the scariest thing in the game are the guys that have like, basically warrior charge from WoW, And a couple of them have it on like a 2-second cooldown. It's like instead of walking, they just keep charging and slamming into me as I'm running away crying and screaming. Portal! Yay! Alright, where are we now? The Astrakhan Road Rift. Should see the soldier's charge skill. Is it the... Guessing it's very similar. Yeah, the scariest thing in the Crucible are those huge, tall rock guys. Like, the one, it's like Galacros the Mountain or something like that, but there's these really tall rock guys, and they're just like charge, 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 over and over and over, and I'm just like, the only defense I found is find like a pillar so they don't have line of sight of you and keep like running around the pillar while shooting backwards at it. But they just ruined my day. And they can't be like aggro, they're too smart for pet aggro, they will ignore the pets. They just tunnel straight for me. So watching another stream, dude clicks a monster on the other side of the wall, and the character just beelines it through all the rooms. The pathing is impressive. Oh my gosh. Astrakhan Valley. See, those guys charge, but they can be distracted by pets, so it's not too bad. Ragrathar Rageblood. Oh. He wants my body. My mind's telling me no. But my body. Ah. Okay. Goodness. He was the big boy. Oh, I see a shrine. Oh, I think this might be the shrine that requires all the weird stuff. Yeah, Spirit of Modrigan, Runestone of Modrigan, yeah. Which are like all over the dang game. Try not to cough in your ear, friends. There was an embarrassing stream a while back. I had to cough, and I've got a mute button on the side of my headset here. That's what I'm hitting. And I tried to mute, and I didn't realize I had apparently clicked, it hit double tapped. So I like muted, unmuted, and then I coughed into the mic, just blasted everyone on stream, then muted it, and then continued for like 30 minutes. And the stream was quiet enough that day that no one told me. And then like 30 minutes later, I unmuted, coughed in everyone's ear, and then muted again. And then someone came in and was like, hey dude, I think your mic's muted. I'm like, what? And then it clicked and everything that had happened realized. And I was just like, no! So the recording for that night is just a shame fest. Shame my family. Dishonor. Rift. Astrakhan Valley. Ooh,
I can't
crashed
do
wagon. Can't go that way. Searing Ember. More crafting mats for Makalak. I got a funny story for you guys. So, playing Dark Souls 3 earlier today, one of my lesser common midday streams, and my 6-year-old's sitting next to me, and he's watching me. And he's actually the one that asked me to play Dark Souls. He's seen me play before. He's like, play the Fire Guy, which is play Pyromancer. So I'm playing, he's watching, and I'm trying to get this guy, these mobs, I'm trying to split them up. There's too many together, and I'm trying to get one of them to separate from the others. And I keep kind of peeking out around the corner at him, trying to get him to follow me. And I'm like, come on, come and get it. I got a nice juicy muckluck here for you. Come and get me. Come on. I'm trying to bait him out. And then my kid, and I got the headphones on, so I'm not hearing him clearly. And then when I finally pick up, realize what he's saying, he's like, yeah, get that juicy muck. Get that juicy muck. And I'm like, oh, God, I have to never say that again. He makes it sound like I've got tramp stamps. So there's something I've got to train out of him now, because I'm Parent of the Year.
that skill's not ready.
We drawing pictures of me at school with crayons. This is my dad's Fire Guy. He's juicy. Ooh, what's going on over there? Whoa! Some of the... Oh no! My legs! He broke my legs! Oh my gosh! Stay out of the ether fire. Wait till it fades. Alright. That guy charged me and like crippled me. I was like, no! In slow motion trying to run away. Alright, so the gate's locked.
That skill's not ready.
My first death in normal mode was somewhere in this area before or after Fort Icon on the field filled with like landmines. And I ran over like 3 landmines. I stopped, I was drinking potions, and my pets all caught up to me. They triggered like 4 more landmines right around me. And then I like, potion was on cooldown and I bled to death because every one of them puts a dot on you. And I was just like, I'm glad this wasn't a hardcore character death or I'd feel real bad right now. Cracked lodestone. Oh, I hate that area even without a bunch of idiots. I mean, someone's following me. Yeah, they aren't the finest of families in those moments. The damage on those landmines is ridiculous. Long bridge is long. Alright, I think we're near the rift battle. Yeah, it's just up ahead. Battle of the Ages! The rift gate is swarming with ethereals. Summon my imps. Turtle Shell has reached rank 16. Oh, it's a charger. Raged Hulk. You wouldn't like me when I'm raged. Is that it? That's it. Alright. Noise. Whew. Okay, so we got that. Speak to Inquisitor Creed at Fort Icon. He is up here, I believe. Accept all the quests.
See anything you like?
Well, yes, I do see something on Bonus to all pets, 25% all damage. So, good, but not great. Sell those 3. No, no, no. Quadra, no. No. Empowered Mask of Delirium, Blade Trap, Deadly Aim, Madness. That's sounds like Nightblade stuff. Unsubscribe. Okay. Is there a bounty table in this town? Yes, there is. Come on, click it. Accept the bounty. I don't even care what it is. Accept it. Alright. And then there's the Witch in the Cave that we allied with on normal mode. She's our friend. We like the dark arts together. Wait, what? Don't I have the... Okay, that wasn't the quest I thought it was. Whoopsie! Now, I need to go down here, and there's that other dungeon off the side of Fort Icon. We still have time for that. Lots of crafting components in my bags. Well, let's knock out another lore page. Last Days of Arcovia. Wait, it says already known. We already had that one. We don't do reruns here. Forbidden... Yeah, Forbidden Art Part 3. I can hear them bustling about outside. They came at last and in great numbers. Wise. Many tales have been spun around my persona over the centuries, most of them grossly exaggerated, but they served a subtle purpose in keeping me free of abuse and interference. It appears that even the stories will not keep the Arcovians away this time. I must end this entry as they will soon be upon me. I do not fear what will come next. In the end of all things, they will be ashes, and only I will remain. Arubaruk. I think that guy was an immortal undead or something, so I guess he's just saying they can't kill him. This is just going to be real inconvenient when they string me up. Yeah. There's been some fights in the Crucible where I've fought bosses that I'm like, wait, these guys were my friends, and then I realized I had never fought them as bosses because I chose to become their friends. I was like, huh, didn't even know they could become enemies. Okay. I like how my AoE Blood of Dreeg heal, it also heals the NPCs. Like, I got you guys! Here to help! The Tomb of Archon Bartholom. They were totally copying the name Bartholomew there. It's okay, I forgive them. Ow! Somebody just smacked me with a burning axe. Ow, though. Okay, I should not have run through. I got 4 debuffs. I should not have run through there ahead of the pets. Need to remember, I'm a delicate snowflake. Even with all this armor and physique. Ow, 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 ow. They say lightning doesn't strike the same place twice, but it did 4 times just then. Whoa, potion. When I first played this game, got to Act 2 and saw the name Darius Crowley, I was like, huh? Summon the imps! There's so many people with guns, crossbows. Ooh, crafting. U-turn. Chilled steel. Guys, this steel is chilly. It's a rare ingredient. Oh, pick it up, boss. Let's do it. Happy for you, boss. Should we tell him it's just normal steel? No, let him dream. Let him dream. Oh my gosh, so much lightning magic on these guys. It's like you have to have lightning powers to become a Kaiban's Chosen. That is one of the prerequisites. If you don't have it, we give you a gun. curse. Scrap. I have 228 scrap, and I feel like I'm just like never gonna run out of scrap. And then I come across like a bridge, and it's like requires 50 scrap. And I'm just like, oh shoot, and it just takes away a massive amount all at once. Woo! Ow! 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 What are you doing, Mike? Look, you're mad. Don't go out there. My real character is actually 13 indestructible undead, but I have this one really stupid fragile guy that follows me, and if he dies, I lose. That's real dumb. Please fix game, Crate Entertainment. Buff my terrible living pet. Oh man, that's a big war zone in here. How did all you guys get past the engine? Whatever. Whatever. Cracked lodestone, yes please. Searing ember, okay. Whoa, purple item. Ah! So much lightning. Whew, what is it? Life Blaze Mantle. +3 to Hungering Reach, 2 to Decomposition. I don't know what those are, but they sound maybe shamanic? Shamanic? Shamanamanic? 25% chance win hit of triggering Life Blaze. It does fire and vitality damage to the attacker, and 12% of the attack damage is converted into health for you. Oh. Punch me, I drain your life. That'll teach you. It's skills that I have? What are you teaching me? Hungering Reach and Decomp. Okay, Decomp sounds like maybe Necro? Oh, there's Hungering Reach. Decomp. Okay, so they're both buffs for Drain Essence. Okay. So it's Drain Life. Interesting. Okay. So it's for like a less of a pet build version of a Necromancer. Got it. More scrap. Fragile wall we can kick down. I always love finding the fragile walls that lead to areas that aren't even on the minimap. I feel like extra accomplished when I find a secret area that's not on the map, because it's easy to find areas that are on the map. But like, look, this room right here, it's not on the map. I'm pretty sure one of my AoE skills knocked down this wall or something. So that was fine timing, wall. Thank you for giving me a visual aid. What is this? Loose torch. What? Wait. Seriously? Oh, here we go. Yo! Okay, that just goes back to the entrance. Why would I want to do that? That's real cool and all, but why would I want to do that? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Stay away from me, giant ghost with a hammer. Ah, it's Uther! Clairvoyance. Oh, God, look at this. This almost goes off my monitor. That is a lot of something. Let's do the devastations. What? Is that Arcanist? God dang. That might be the longest item window I've seen. Oh wow, a lot of chats happen. If I'm going for a pure mage build, what other options do I have than a warlock? Arcanist with anything. Level 30 Arcanist, trying to decide if I can go other than warlock. Yeah, I mean, you could do Arcanist Inquisitor, you could do Arcanist Necro, and just use the damage skills, or Arcanist Occultist, and just use the damage skills, same with Shaman. Or you could do Arcanist Soldier, and just be a tankier version of what you already are. Arcanist Shaman would have a lot of lightning stuff. Arcanist Demolitionist would have a lot of fire stuff, both from technology and from magic. Alright, now we can take these ashes to Sorrow's Bastion. This quest reminds me of Warcraft 3 mission, where you go to get the urn, and you only need the urn, but you unknowingly steal the ashes of Arthas's dad, and Uther's like, what, you want to piss on your dad's ashes too? Devastation. Got it. Random quest, random bounty. Ritual. I love quests where I don't have to travel far. Alright. I'm ready. A quest where you're channeling, you're completely useless, and you're gonna get attacked? What a shock! I've never heard of such a thing. Hello, Sadarin, the reflective hero, and some other guy whose name was longer than his lifespan. I couldn't even read it in time. Oh man. Oh man. A lot of loot, friends. Storm Shriek the Electrified. Oh, get out of the blue fire, get out of the blue fire. Look at all that loot. That's what it looks like with the item filter not displaying. A pattern for a purple item. Look at that. I can't even read the four. Look at this. It's got a freaking scroll bar. What? That's a first. Oh my gosh. Okay, done with that. Do something, but you through your main skill arc, let's not just make sense, I suppose. Sell, sell, sell. Let's learn that insane pattern we just got. Pattern with a freaking scroll bar because my monitor's not big enough to display it. What the heck? Okay. Let's knock out another lore page after this loading screen. Part 5, Part 3, Part 4. Inquisitor Creed, 10th entry. The Taken has forged a path from Burwich through the Gloomwald and descended again into the very void itself to resurface with none other than Ulgrim. Oh, it's talking about me! I find it impossible now to dismiss the idea that he is indeed the Ulgrim of legend and an immortal ascendant. As much as I am grateful to have such a powerful ally in this war, I cannot help but feel a little on edge when he is present. Between Ulgrim and the recent rumors of Mog Drogan, I am concerned that other divinities may also begin involving themselves in worldly affairs, as it is said they did more commonly in ancient times. This leads me back to the lingering mystery of Kaiman. It is apparent that he and his followers are drawing power from some godlike force, but who or what? I am very doubtful of Kaiman's claim that he is Empyrean that guides him as he initially suggested. The power I sensed in Kaiman's emissary to Homestead has a feeling of malevolence to it. Kaiman was once a Brethren Inquisitor, but he went rogue in the years before the Grim Dawn. He is clearly not ethereal, but I fear he's entered into some manner of dark pact with an unknown power. Certainly if Empyrean, the High God of Legend, returned to Cairn, a power such as that would be felt on a larger scale than merely one raving fanatic leading a group of vagabonds. Nonetheless, whatever entity is behind Kaiman's Chosen, clearly it does possess significant power, and I am troubled, not knowing its identity or motivations. Alright. It's interesting. I had already beaten the game on normal mode, and I did not pick up on the fact that Ulgrim was an immortal. Like, first he says he's a chef, and then he's like, well, I lied, I'm actually the Emperor's assassin. Now he's an immortal. Okay. I guess that explains how he survives when he's left in the void for a long time, and he's a gibbering mess when you find him, but he did live. I'm sure. Well, people compare the length of the scrolls. Yeah, the voice you're doing sounds a lot like Warcraft 2 narrator. I really have no. Thank you, maybe. I have no like consistent voice for any of this stuff. I try to switch it up. There was one point I felt like I had done deep gruff voices too many times that night, and I had this one guy, and he's like, "Oh man, my brothers are dead. My friends are pinned down. I don't know what we're gonna do." Like he was like the Hog Rider from Clash of Clans that night. It was fun. If you don't play Clash of Clans, there's this one unit called the Hog Rider, and it's like this little black guy on a hog, and he looks like Mr. T, and he sounds like he's always inhaled helium. It's like, ah! I can't even do it. It's like, Hog Rider! Ah, they got scary skeletons! I can only do it at a very low volume. And there was one night that I was talking, and one viewer said I sounded like Emperor Palpatine for whatever that voice was. I was like, "Have you heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?" Oh my god, the Night Elf Mohawk grenades. That was such a stupid event. Yet it's making me smile, but that was such a stupid event. Maybe Mr. T hacked the servers. Maybe Mr. T's got some technical know-how and invented a Mohawk class. These are my chainses.
That skill's not ready.
Dynamite. Dynamite! My name is Florida. It's a state. I love using the pets to bust barrels and stuff like that. Because all 13 of them fire at that spot, and sometimes they'll just break like 20 barrels behind that spot as well. Slay Ethereal Dominators, 2 out of 3. Oh, cool. I've been sitting 1 out of 3 for a while. 2 green items. Reputation with the Outcast. Is that the witch in the prison? I don't remember who the Outcast was. Yeah, she's the... Okay, cool. Yay, memory. Oh. Going off the map. This is unknown territory. Where are we going? Alright, we got... Let's just put 2 more points to will. Whoa. I apparently had 4 points unspent. Keep not noticing when I'm leveling up. Okay.
I can't do that yet.
I think we're looking for the big boss in here, as well as a big package of explosives. Who doesn't like a big package of explosives? I like how this is an armory, like some of the rooms are filled with gunpowder and cannonballs, and I'm just like flinging fire wreaths all over the place. Whatever. Place has already exploded once, it'll be fine. Ooh, turtle shell procced, hello.
That skill's not ready.
Do I have any unspent devotion points? No. Not that blind, apparently. Pounce on those. Let's see. Curse, 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 curse. Oh, boss door. Here's a town portal in case I eat the dust here. Maybe.
Can't do that yet.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, that one shot, that fan shot of his that hit me, took me down to like 20% health from full. Oh my gosh. My little nerd heart went all pitter-patter. Empowered Madness. +2 to Possession, +2 to Blood of Dreeg. What was Possession? I know that's a Warlock thing. Oh, it's an exclusive skill, which I have a different exclusive skill completely maxed out. It's like a self-buff if you're a direct damage occultist. Okay. Not my kind of sword, but neat nonetheless. Ornate strongbox. Lots of strongboxes in here. This is the loot room. Whew. Alright. Cleared out the bottom of the fort. Now we gotta use this giant pack of dynamite to blow open a hole in the wall. Aha. Boom. Okay, let's head over here and turn in these quests. Ugh, and then the minefield level. Ooh. Okay.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
You better give me a good price. Trying to save the freaking world here. You people with your need for money always getting in the way of saving the world.
See you around. Good work down there. We cannot.
Okay. Ah! New bag. Dude, I haven't had a full inventory in quite a while, and I've got... Wait a minute, I think I already had 5 bags. Maybe 5 is the cap. Because I had 4 bags at the beginning of the stream, and this is the second one I've gotten this stream, and I did not get a 6th. So I'm wondering if there's many, many quests that give a bag reward, but 5 is the most you can have. I'll deal with the witch. I'll deal with her. 5 is max. Oh, curse you, confirming my suspicions. Thanks. First time I've gotten to max bags. Mugluck's all grown up.
My, what a curiosity you are.
We were friends, and friends we shall remain. She's like, hey, I remember you from normal mode. What up? Yeah, we go way back. Alright. I wish these writs showed if you'd already purchased them. I don't recall if I mean, does it show on the rep thing? The outcast. Do you know a way you can tell if you already purchased a writ? Yeah. I mean, and it's expensive enough that I don't want to just purchase it and be wrong. No, I mean like purchase it and consumed it for the reputation bonus. Because I think I might have done it on a previous character and it's like account bound. See, it says does not stack with mandates. A mandate will override this bonus. Let's just try it. So the text on this doesn't change. Oh, right here, guys. Resed, there's like a plus sign next to it now. Okay. Okay, so it carries through the difficulties, but it's not based on a count. So that means I actually need to buy the writ for every reputation. That is very good to know. So what you're looking for is the plus sign on the reputation screen next to each name. Because I knew that on my other characters pre-Ashes of Malmeth, I had bought some, but I did not know if it affected this person, which obviously not. Which of you guys are Black Legion stuff? You are. There we go. Alright, where are the other... I think rovers... Is that Old Arcova? I think it's Old Arcovia is the rover reputation, and then I know there's Homestead and Devil's Crossing are two more. Unfortunately, they're all like right by waypoints.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Okay. Devil's Crossing. Gotta get them reps. I mean, 50% is a big increase, so. I do see something I like. That writ. It does, unfortunately, seem like you could easily buy it again, too. Definitely gotta be careful, because it's like almost 100k gold. Is Homestead's the last rep I can think of. No, wait, the opposite of Kaiman's Choosing, the Necromancer guys that I've been helping. There's them. Oh, Coven of Ogdenbog. There's them. I'd have to buy it on normal mode though. Where is the Homestead rep, guys? Is it up here? Quartermaster. Here we go. Yeah, see, I already own these recipes because I bought them on old characters, but the writs are not account bound. Okay. What else we got? Coven of Ugenbog, I have to buy later. Malmouth Resistance, that's later. I think that's it. Oh, Order of Death's Vigil. Okay, that's the last one. So, Sorrow's Bastion. Crypt entrance. And nope, that's not what I want. Keeper of Artifacts, is it you? Yeah. Yes, I do. Oh, we got all that 50% bonus. Now, if only there was an anti-rep merchant for ethereals to get 50% more hate. It's like, you get more hate. Just go there, pretend like you're going to buy it, flip him off, and he's just like, oh, that's it. You're going on the books now. Alright. Can't use the town portal in here. I gotta step outside. Let's take this outside. Portal and bloop. Okay. we are going to pause there for the evening. It is my bedtime. Thank you, new people, but even the talkative ones, were said, for joining us tonight, keeping things fun and lively. I stream every single night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and occasionally more than that. Be sure to hit the follow button if you would like notifications for when I come online. Remember, you can subscribe for free if you have Amazon Prime. And at the end of every stream, I always find someone of a related genre to raid, just to spread the love around, see if I like what they got, maybe trade auto hosting if I like them down the road. And so if you choose to stay in the channel for like another 60 seconds, we'll get bounced over to another stream and see if you like it, see if you hate it. But thank you guys again for hanging out with me. Hope to see you tomorrow.